Is a live look at our nation's Capitol building where a major shakeup in the U.S. food supply is underway. This week, the Department of Health and Human Services and the FDA announced efforts to phase out petroleum-based synthetic dyes often found in processed foods.
Erie News Now Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon spoke with nutrition experts to learn more about the products that could be impacted.
For years, synthetic dyes made from petroleum have given processed foods their bright, eye-catching colors. The Trump administration cracking down Tuesday, citing evidence linking the additives to health concerns, especially in children.
For the last 50 years, American children have increasingly been living in a toxic soup of synthetic chemicals.
The FDA announcing new standards and timelines for the food industry to effectively remove all petroleum-based food dyes from the U.S. food supply. Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. on Tuesday saying the transition is pivotal to fight a childhood chronic disease epidemic that has plagued the U.S. for decades.
There's zero spent in this country treating chronic disease when my uncle was president. Today it's about $1.8 trillion annually. Is bankrupting our nation.
Nutrition experts say the shift will mean big changes for food companies. It won't be easy, but they say it is possible.
I think the food industry is more than capable of doing this because we see them doing that in Canada and Europe. They're going to have to find new ingredients to substitute for the ones that are being taken out, so that could potentially drive up costs.
Registered dietitian Dr. Michael Edney says the impact will mostly be felt in highly processed foods, many of which rely heavily on artificial color for appeal.
Cereals, but also candies, Skittles, M&Ms, and of course, colored drinks, right? So Mountain Dew drinks, Gatorade, things like that.
The next step for the FDA is clearer labeling and education, giving consumers more control over what goes on their plates.
Not only do you want to educate the public on using these products and about the ingredients, but you want transparency and you want trust. So I think food labeling and that all goes hand in hand.
Reporting in Washington, Brendan Scanlon, Erie News Now.